Salve discipuli. We're going to do something a little different with this video. Basically, I'm going to translate some sentences for you. I'll give you a chance to think about some questions as we go. But ultimately, I want you to be able to learn from watching me walk through them and watching me color them. So let's start with number one. Let's get this action going on here. Amamus spectare gladiatores. Okay, so the first thing we always want to do in a sentence is find our main verb. Boom, there it is. We know this is a lesson on infinitives, so we should probably be on the lookout for those. Then we have gladiatores, which technically could be nominative or accusative. Perhaps we're smart enough to realize that since this lesson is on accusatives, it's probably this lesson's on infinitives, this is probably an accusative, but let's just hold off for now. So, once I've gotten a basic idea what's going on grammatically in my sentence, I'm going to look at my verb, look at the ending mus, and I know that means we is the subject. So we love. So this is probably going to be an accusative. And when I have an infinitive and an accusative, the simple question is, which do you want to translate first? So I'll try it in the order it comes, see if that works. We love to watch gladiators. Hey, that makes very good sense. That was easy. Number two, I've got a main verb right here in potest. I've got an infinitive, though admittedly a tough to spot one in cloudy. This comes from the second principal part, cloudera, where we drop the ere and put in an I. That's a present passive infinitive. I note the T here, which means I'm looking for a singular nominative. And boom, there's one right there, Janua. And I know I've got a prepositional phrase in ate. Remember, our ob, if it accompanies a passive voice verb like we have here in a passive infinitive, the our ob is usually translated by. So, the door is not able to be closed by you. Trace. We've got a main verb of est. We've got to marry, passive, present passive infinitive. Note the ri. We've got a plus an ablative is our prepositional phrase. Note there's a passive infinitive again, so this might be by. And then malum is quite possibly a nominative, possibly an accusative. So, you might remember the other night I showed you that one possible way to translate sentences with infinitives is to start with the infinitive, especially if there's a linking verb, as we have here with est. So I'm going to actually start with this before I translate the verb and see if it works. To be feared, present passive infinitive, to be feared by children is bad. Hey, that makes sense. Another way to express this is, it is bad to be feared by children. Okay, so to be feared by children is bad. So it is possible for an infinitive to act as a subject of a verb. And est allows that to happen very frequently. Number 4, discipulos legere librum docebo. Alright, our main verb here is clearly docebo. We have an infinitive of legere. We have an accusative of discipulos, but wait, we've got another accusative of librum. That's crazy. 2 accusatives, what's going on? Well, if we have 2 accusatives and 1 infinitive, quite possibly we're going to go main verb, 1 accusative, infinitive, other accusative. Okay? Why? Because one of these 2 accusatives might be the direct object of the infinitive legere. So, this sentence is going to be docebo. Note the O here. Tells us the subject is O. Subject is I. I will teach the students to read a book. Oh, that makes sense, and it's nice. I will teach the students to read a book. Number 5. Bonum erat a magistro doctum esse. Alright, we've got erat as the main verb. We've got doctum esse as an infinitive. We've once again got a prepositional phrase, a plus something. And it's worth pointing out yet again that this shows up with a passive infinitive. So, a or ab, when you have a passive verb or infinitive, is usually going to be by. So, this is another instance where we might treat this infinitive as if it were the subject. Alright? In other words, to have been taught by the teacher was good. Or we could say, it was good to have been taught by the teacher. Alright, let's try a few more. Number 6, invenire pecuniam tempto. So, tempto is our main verb. Then we've got an infinitive here in invenire. With that re ending, we know it's going to be a present active infinitive. We've also got pecuniam here. That's good old accusative with that am ending. We look to our verb, look at the ending here to figure out the subject. I try, or I am trying. Now, do we want to go to accusative or infinitive next? Very often, if you think about how you might construct this in English, it'll help you understand. Like, I am trying to surf, or I am trying to learn, or I am trying to sleep. So maybe we should go to our infinitive next. I am trying to find money. Oh, that makes perfect sense. There's your sentence. Number 7. We've got a main verb of eubet. We've got an infinitive of opugnare. We've got a nominative of dux, which is singular nominative, which matches our singular subject implied by the verb. So that works. We've got milites in the accusative and opinum in the accusative. What? 2 accusatives? Maybe this is another instance where we're going to go accusative, infinitive, accusative. I don't know. We'll see. So dux is our nominative, so we're going to start there. The leader orders the soldiers to attack the town. Hey, that makes perfect sense. The leader orders the soldiers. The leader orders the soldiers to attack the town. Alright, that's perfect. I think we may only have one more sentence here, fellas. But it's so low, it's not on the screen. This is very bad. But I've got an idea. Excellent. Alright, so our main verb here is amat. Got an infinitive of interficere. Note it's the re variety, so that's a present active infinitive. You'll note the accusative ending on barbaros. And perhaps you'll note the nominative ending on romanus. So, this T tells us we have a singular subject. Here it is. The Roman. Notice this is Romanus. It's not Roma. Roma would be Rome. This is Romanus. Roman. The Roman loves barbarians to kill. Well, a better understanding of this is the Roman loves to kill barbarians. Alright, fellas, that's all I've got for you. I wonder if I'd be able to quiz you on this tomorrow. Waleta.